Hello, welcome to All About Cars. Today I got a package in from CarABC, a brand new entertainment system for this 2018 F-150 that I've been doing this oil change on and these fluid changes on. They sent it to me for free as long as I review it, and I'm gonna give an honest review whether I like it or not. I don't keep things on my truck that are terrible, so I'm gonna go over all of it with you and how to install it. So this is the CarABC radio exactly as it came in the box. It looks to be great quality. I love that they kept the Ford OEM screen. I like that the plastic matches my truck. It comes with everything you need, the instructions, every plate you need. That's the 4D Tech harness that you're gonna need. It also comes with the mounting plate that'll help you mount that radio to your center console. It also comes with manual and automatic climate control casings, both trim pieces you'll need if you have a center console to get this radio to work. That is the automatic version, which mine is manual, so I won't be needing that. This is the plate that your APIM is gonna go on, your Sync 3 or Sync 2 APIM. And these are block-off plates, or if you have trailer adjust or trailer sway, you can use that. And these are some screws that go with it. So this is everything spread out that comes in the kit. They really give you everything you need minus the APIM. You shouldn't have to hunt for anything. First thing, pop that hood. Next, you want to undo both battery cables just so no power is going through this as we're installing this radio. So now that we're back in the truck, all of this has to come out. Both trim pieces, this top piece, all these buttons, everything. This mat's got to be the first thing to go. Two 7mm bolts. And this will just pop up. There we go. Just pops up, those 3 clips right in front. That's all that holds it. I'm gonna disconnect this cord right here. Just one clip, pinch, pull. Next, you got 2 7mm bolts right here on top. So we've got these 2 side pieces here. These have to pop off. Just slowly kind of pop it out. So holding this on, you have 1 clip here, which is just a pinch and pull. Same with this one, pinch, pull. And then this should lift out. 2 on top here. So this button's giving me a little bit of trouble, but it's just pinch right there, pull it out. Now that this thing is off, we're gonna set it aside. We're gonna need all these buttons and everything for the new radio. Next, we got these side trim pieces here. So this center piece has to come up. It's pretty easy. Pull on the sides here, and it will just lift up. Be just so gentle. There's 1. There's 2. And so I'm gonna show you how this goes. It just has 2 clips, right on one on each side, and then it just clips down. So this you could set aside for now until we're ready to use it. So now these will pop right out. Pinch, pull. Next. That's finally free. Now the 8-inch screen has to come out. It's also just 6 7mm bolts, 3 on each side. Awesome. Now that those bolts are out, this screen will just come right out. And on the back of the screen here, this is the APIM. We have this clip right here for the main harness. You push that down, pull up. Now that all that's free, we can move on to getting the radio together. Now that we got this radio inside, I'm going to start clicking everything together. First with the 12-volt system that goes right in the side, clips in perfect. Good job, CarABC. Next, we got the little coin holder because I don't have trailer assist, so it just clips right in. For the first step, we got to remove my original control panel and unscrew this cover that's covering both boards. It's just 6 screws. Now that that's off, we got to take off both of these circuit boards and remove all the knobs and swap them over. This board system has push pins. You just pop these little plastic pieces up and slide the little ribbons out, and we're going to reconnect them once they're in the new radio. So this top board is just 4 screws, and it'll lift right out once those ribbons are disconnected. Once that board's out, we need everything. Take the knobs and take the center buttons as well. We need all of it to move to the new radio. The one thing to note, this kit comes with these 2 rings. Make sure they go on before you put the first board on with the knobs. So go ahead and put both knobs in, set the buttons right in the center, make sure everything lines up, and we can move on to the board. One thing to note, when lining this board up, there is a rubber padding for the buttons. Make sure that stays perfectly clipped onto the bottom, or you can sit it on top of the buttons. The first board uses 3 by 10 millimeter screws, a total of 4 black ones. Once those black screws are in, we're going to use 4 3 by 16 millimeter silver screws that are going to secure the rest of it and keep everything held down. So now that that first board is done, we have 6 of these silver screws to take this bottom board off, and we have to swap everything over to the new radio. So taking the old knobs and the rubber for the buttons and your center buttons, put it in the plastic piece that you need, whether it's automatic or manual, and we can go ahead and set the board down. When securing the bottom board, it uses 4 3 by 10 millimeter black screws and 4 3 by 16 silver screws. Once those boards are secure, all that's left is to secure these ribbons. They go in the same way you took them out. They pop in and you just clip down the plastic. Make sure both click in before you pop the plastic down. Now that they're both secure, we can move on. The last thing before we're ready to move on is to get this backing plate on that will allow us to clip the radio into the old housing. It just goes directly on top, and it uses 6 3 by 10 millimeter black screws, which are provided, and follow the pictures as you go. Once all 6 screws are in this backing plate, we can move on to the A-pin, which all the screws for that are provided as well. Remember, there's 6 black screws for this plate, and it must be secure. So now this board is fully done. It's ready to go back in. Everything's on it. All the boards are there. We can go ahead and get this installed in the truck. Now the backing plate for the A-pin uses 3 4 by 8 millimeter screws, and use the ones that are provided. There is adhesive, heat-resistant tape on one side of the backing plate, and make sure that's where the A-pin goes. One last thing, make sure you get this backing plate on unless you have 4-wheel drive, which will take its place right there. Okay, with all this taken apart, here's the wiring harness. Mine might look a little different because I upgraded from Sync 2 to a Sync 3, so I have this adapter harness that allows me to run the CarPlay. This kit is expecting you to have Sync 3 already, so what I'm gonna do is take the kit harness and connect it to my 4D Tech harness. Once again, with these kind of connectors, you want it to close by itself. You do not want to close it yourself. You just want to push down and let it close itself. So one of the first cords for this right here, we're gonna go ahead and get this wire. It's a double wire. We're gonna go ahead and get that connected. For the screen, you want to get everything hooked up for this screen here. That's the main thing. First one is this right here. And then we got the main harness. Next we got this one, which runs to the power. So now that all that is connected, we can go ahead and slip all this back behind here and get this bolted down. I'm gonna go ahead and use the original bolts that were in it. So it is going to cover up your CD, so you lose that function, but it's well worth it. Okay, the only cords left are the USB that comes with it, which we won't be using that, the main wiring connector, and then I think this is antenna or it's screen connection. We're gonna go ahead and get everything hooked up and turn the truck on, kind of make sure everything works. So we've got white main connector and screen. Now we just gotta get these two, and then these ones up top. Now that the power is in, I'm gonna go ahead and kick the truck on. Okay, now that this is hooked up, I'm gonna go ahead and hook the battery back up and then check the connection. Connection's all done. She's shut. Time to see if this screen will come on. So they said that if it comes up as an 8-inch screen the first time, you might have to disconnect a few times. Let's let it load for a second. So they said if it comes up like this, disconnect it and reconnect it a few times. Let's see. There it goes. Check that out. Now it's recognizing that 12-inch screen. There she goes. Check that out, guys. That's pretty cool. What? That's awesome. Let me go ahead and get everything squared away, get it popped back in. letting this thing start up. Let me check all these buttons. If I turn it all the way off, is it gonna go off? Yep. If I turn it all the way on. Oh, and it's blowing good too. Check that out. Okay, time to put the rest of this back together and call it good. So to get these trim pieces back in, there's a 10 millimeter right back here that'll undo this side. Be kind of gentle as you do it. There we go. Cool, other side's next. So this side doesn't have a bolt in it, it just pops right off, right there. And it'll hang. Let's start getting this first side in. Should just slide right in. That side is in beautifully. Next side with the block off plate. There we go, clicked in nicely there. That was nice. So now that that's on, we can go ahead and get this popped back in. And then of course this side just clips in. So next we've got this piece right here, needs to go back on the center console. It's always best to slide that front in first. Oh, there we go. Lastly, we got to get this top back in. So this is a bit different. Those bolts that you didn't use to put the APIM back on, they need to go in these holes up here, along with those back there. So the new radio gets rid of the clips for this piece, so my suggestion is pop these clips off so it's not just rattling as you drive, and then install. It's really hot outside, but here's the final. Everything's all together. It looks like it belongs in this truck. There's no weird gaps or anything, nothing causing issues. It lined up perfectly. Everything snapped in perfect. All of it works perfect. Sync is flawless. One thing I really like, I know it's the Lincoln setup, but because it has the Lincoln setup, Lincoln normally comes with brown or black or white seats, so it has those backgrounds. But look at this, matches my seats. Brown seats, brown background. This is looking pretty cool. I highly recommend this screen, it's awesome. This is 10 times better. Check this out. Just on the CarPlay alone, just this little rectangle right here was about the entire size of my old screen. Look at it now. Look at that map, it's just crazy. I'm absolutely thrilled with this unit. Last thing to remember, you need Sync 3.4 to get this to work. Also, the new units, you don't have to go into ForScan and change the splash screen or anything. They come preset to the Ford one like they're supposed to. So CarABC has done a fantastic job on that. Easy, it was a pretty easy install. Just follow the directions, do what you're supposed to do, get it all in. One thing I would say is make sure you match the correct trim color. So this is black, but they offer a silver one as well, so watch out for that. Your phone connects flawlessly. I don't have wireless, I just use the regular wired, which is fine, but it does work perfectly with the original Sync USBs down here.
If you're interested in upgrading your F-150, check out CarABC. You can save money by using my discount code AAC50 at checkout. Links are in the description below.
Overall, I'd say fantastic. Go check them out and see if you're interested in any of their products. This is Mason with All About Cars. Thanks for watching. I'm so thrilled with this radio.